Very important. Let's see now. If we were to have to deal with something like, I don't know, a plague, that'd be important, wouldn't it? You think Jesus ever dealt with a plague? Yeah. He dealt with a bad one in his day called leprosy, right? You know they had quarantine orders under leprosy? They had, thank you. They had social distancing and the whole thing. If you had leprosy and the priest declared you had leprosy, you had to leave. And when you came around people that were clean, you had to yell, unclean, unclean, and you had to stay away from them. And that gave them the chance to scatter away from you so you didn't infect them and contaminate them. Let me show you how the higher wisdom deals with a plague. Guy with leprosy comes to Jesus. Lord, if you're willing, you can make me clean. You want to hear the will of God for a plague? I'm willing. Let me touch you. Oh no, what about quarantine? Jesus might get sick. Let me touch you. Be made clean. And immediately leprosy went. So see, there's a lower wisdom that says be quarantined. And there's a higher wisdom that says, no, in Jesus, the flow was reversed. In the Old Testament, it was a natural working. And if you got touched by sickness, you liable to get sick. But in the heavenly, the spiritual understanding, if it abides in you, it's liable to get on them and make them whole. It flows the other direction. Everywhere Jesus went, what was messed up in the beginning got whole. Now, before you fall into the trap of saying, but he's God, he sent his disciples out to heal leprosy too. He said, go out and heal all their diseases. They healed leprosy too, folks. And you know what? He didn't say, and get you some sanitizer and wash your hands before you come back to the compound because I don't want none of our people getting sick. I'm not telling you what to do. You got to live according to your faith and what you understand. You do. You do. Your conscience and your faith has to carry you. Mine can't. What I'm trying to do is get you to see. And a lot of you do. I'm not putting you down. We're also on the camera, But I'm trying to get everybody to see the greater and not be blinded by the lower. That's what the Lord wants of his church. He wants his church to speak from the higher. Nobody else can. Can you hear me? Nobody else can. Only his church can understand and come from heaven because they're seated there. And heaven abides in them, see? So they can bring this thing that nobody else can bring. That's why the church can't be silent. That's why we have to be faithful. And it's also why we can't go out and just repeat the lower level of wisdom, folks. We can't be lower level wisdom repeaters. We're not helping Christ.